पतित पावना हे साई राम,
पतित पावना हे साई राम,
पतित पावना हे साई राम,
पावना हे साई राम,
दया करो, दया करो, दया करो भगवान,
दया करो, दया करो भगवान,
दया करो, दया करो, दया करो भगवान। हे विश्वनाथ, हे गौरीनाथ, हे साईनाथ भगवान,
विश्वनाथ हे गौरीनाथ हे साईनाथ भगवान,
दया करो, दया करो, दया करो भगवान,
दया करो, दया करो भगवान,
हे विश्वनाथ, हे गौरीनाथ, हे साईनाथ भगवान,
विश्वनाथ हे गौरीनाथ हे साईनाथ भगवान,
दीन दयाला साई घनश्यामा,
दयाला साई घनश्याम,
पतित पावना हे साई राम,
पतित पावना हे साई राम,
दया करो, दया करो, दया करो भगवान,
दया करो, दया करो भगवान,
दया करो, दया करो, दया करो भगवान, हे विश्वनाथ, हे गौरीनाथ, हे साईनाथ भगवान।
Invoking the blessings of Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba and offering our collective salutations to Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai. Respected elders, esteemed guests, dignitaries seated on the dais, musicians and members of the media, brothers and sisters, and everyone joining us live from around the globe, Sai Ram and a very good evening to all. Welcome to the Valedictory Session of the Bharath Sangeeta Sammelan 2022. We are immensely blessed and humbled to welcome in our midst legends of music who are seated on the dais. Padma Shri awardee Srimati Aruna Sairam, Carnatic vocalist. Pandit Tejendra Narayan Majumdar, Sarod artist.
Mrs. Rashmi Malik, Director, Society for the Promotion of Indian Classical Music and Culture amongst Youth, New Delhi. Padma Vibhushan Awardee Ustad Amjad Ali Khan, Sarod Maestro.
Dr. Mysore Manjunath, classical violinist. Dr. C. Srinivas, Chairman, Sri Sathya Sai Health and Education Trust.
We also have the leadership team from Sri Sathya Sai University for Human Excellence, Dr. Shrikandamurthy, Vice Chancellor. Shri V.N. Narsamurthy, Chancellor.
And our collective love and gratitude to Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai, founder, Sri Sathya Sai University for Human Excellence, the vision and the light behind this Sammelan. What a wonderful day it has been, spent listening to eminent musicians, their wisdom and insights on music as a path and means to experience the highest, not just from a technical perspective, but from their own personal journeys. Regardless of the genre, style, origin, or instrument, music has the power to unite mankind, to enable self-discovery, and more importantly, to unite human with the divine.
We will commence this evening's proceedings with invocation by the boys students of the Vedic Studies program. They will chant the Swadhyaya Prashamsa Mantra.
सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ऋतं च स्वाध्याय प्रवचने च सत्यं च स्वाध्याय प्रवचने च तपश्च स्वाध्याय प्रवचने च दमश्च स्वाध्याय प्रवचने च शमश्च स्वाध्याय प्रवचने च अग्नयश्च स्वाध्याय प्रवचने च अग्निहोत्रं च स्वाध्याय प्रवचने च अतिथयश्च स्वाध्याय प्रवचने च मानुषं च स्वाध्याय प्रवचने च प्रजा च स्वाध्याय प्रवचने च प्रजनश्च स्वाध्याय प्रवचने च प्रजातिश्च स्वाध्याय प्रवचने च सत्यमिति सत्यवचाराधीतरः तप इति तपो नित्यः पौरुषिष्टिः स्वाध्याय प्रवचने एवेति नाको मौद्गल्यः तद्धि तपस्तद्धि तपः ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ तत्सत् श्री साईश्वरार्पणमस्तु।
A brief summary of today's proceedings. The inaugural session of the Bharath Sangeeta Sammelan had illuminating talks by Dr. Mysore Manjunath and Srimati Aruna Sairam, after which Sadguru in his divine message said that only music with bhavam reaches Bhagavan, and Bharath verily embodies music in its three aspects of bhava, raga and thala. Thereafter, The first technical session commenced as Vidushi Nirmala Rajasekar expounded on music as a witness of everything that happens around and within us. Vidwan Shashikiran then spoke about Nada as the line that connects Brahman, the divine, and Jiva, the soul. Thereafter, Sri Pattabhirama Pandit explained how music and spirituality are intricately related as they are both the manifestation of supreme bliss.
The second technical session began with Sri Mandolin U. Rajesh, who spoke about how the evolution of music allows for boundaries and barriers to be broken across genres and cultures. Pandit Joshi then elucidated on the creative freedom offered in music within the periphery of the raga. Lastly, Vidwan B.C. Manjunath gave practical illustrations of how the Konnakol can attract the youth and emphasized on the importance and value of the Guru. These technical sessions expanded our understanding of music, enabling us to appreciate and experience music in a much deeper sense. As Bharata Muni says in Natya Shastra, in that land which reverberates with Nadam, Geetam and Vedam, such a land is conferred with all auspiciousness and prosperity. And those who practice and pursue music, not merely as their livelihood, but as their life's calling itself, are verily Saraswati Putras, children of Goddess Saraswati. To recognize and honor such musicians and their contributions to the art is to honor and worship music and Mother Saraswati herself. Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai, on this occasion, will confer the prestigious and blessed title Sri Sathya Sai Sangeeta Shiromani on two such legendary musicians who are here with us this evening, who live and exemplify the sacred Bharata Shastriya Sangeeta Parampara.
The first recipient of this title is Padma Shri awardee Srimati Aruna Sairam. She represents one of the richest lineages of Carnatic classical music dating back to over 200 years. Arunaji first studied under her mother Srimati Rajalakshmi and later came under the tutelage of Sangeeta Kalanidhi Srimati T. Brinda. She sings in 12 different languages, erasing geographical borders, using melody as a language of human expression. Her style, though rooted in tradition, continuously evolves in the contemporary. She has successfully taken Indian music to the global arena by collaborating with leading musicians from around the world in genres varying from pure Carnatic to jazz, Sufi, and Gregorian chants. Arunaji has been the recipient of many awards and honors, including the Padma Shri, the Sangeeta Kalanidhi, and the Kalidas Samman. Just about 2 weeks back, she was honored with the French government's highest honor, the prestigious Chevalier Award, which is presented to individuals for their exceptional achievement and service to society. She serves as Vice Chairperson of the Sangeet Natak Academy, the apex body of the Ministry of Culture, Government of India. We request Arunaji to kindly share a few words.
My humble pranamas and namaskaras at the feet of Sadguru. I have been singularly blessed to be called upon every time, like a mother calls her children. Sadguru has been beckoning me and calling me to keep coming here, to be replenished with more and more love for everybody. As I mentioned this morning also, when we live our lives, it is very easy to slip into a routine life of self-centeredness and unwittingly selfishness. It does creep in because we are so focused on what we are doing. But coming here every time, it reminds us that that's a means to live, but that's not the purpose of life. The purpose of life is just as the river flows and gives water, not to herself, but to everyone else. Just as a tree does not eat her own fruit, she gives it to everybody else. Just as the sun shines so that everyone can have the benefit of light and heat, likewise, we should emulate that, and to whatever extent we can, we have to reach out to others. Of course, as musicians, we are taught to do that. Every musician, when we perform or when we present our music in front of anybody, the only day when we feel satisfied is when the audience shed tears. That is the only occasion when we feel truly happy. At other times, yes, it was correct, it was good, it was no mistakes, fine, it was brilliant, fine. But on the day when the audience sheds tears and we also feel one with the divine, those moments are the only time when we feel we have truly justified that we are musicians. So every time I am given this encouragement, and that also in such a Vidvat Sabha, can you imagine to receive this award at the hands of Sadguru in the presence of the greatest of the greats, Amjad Ali Khan Sahab and Tejenda and all of these great artists. What a sadas to be honored in this sadas, I think is a singular punya of what my parents, my guru and all must have done in order that I don't know if I deserve it, but that I should receive it is a great punya. I am absolutely overwhelmed with gratitude, and although this is a great happiness, I am also filled with a sense of responsibility that I should always strive to keep my focus on the good, the best, and whatever is for Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Thank you. Namaskara.
The second recipient of this prestigious title is Pandit Tejendra Narayan Majumdar, one of the best known Sarod exponents of the world. He was initiated into music by his grandfather and was blessed to train under several gurus including Sarod Maestro Ustad Bahadur Khan, Pandit Amresh Chaudhary, Sri Ajay Sinha Roy and Swara Samrat Ustad Ali Akbar Khan. He is a top grade artist of the All India Radio and Doordarshan. He is a recipient of the Sangeet Natak Academy Award, Sangeet Mahasamman, among many others. Tejendra Ji's repertoire combines elements from the Dhrupad, Tantrakari, as well as the Gayaki styles of music. His album, soul called Om Namo Narayanaya, was nominated for the 2010 Grammy Awards. He belongs to the Maihar Gharana, combining intellectual brilliance and technical virtuosity. We request Sadguru to do the honors, after which we request Tejendra Ji to say a few words. Please put your hands together for Pandit Tejendra Narayan Majumdar.
Thousands of pranamas to Param Pujya Sadguru Ji, my thousands of pranamas to one of my mentors, Ustad Amjad Ali Khan Sahab, and all the dignitaries who are on the stage and sitting in the auditorium. I don't know what should I say, because this is something which has to be felt. It's difficult to give in words the expression what should be. I am really, really honored and privileged and blessed to have been invited here to receive this award. I don't know whether I am eligible or not. And this has become very special. For the first time I have come here. My special thanks to my friend, my brother, Dr. Manjunath, who had initiated me to be in touch with this great organization. And also it is very special for me from the very childhood. Only 2 or 3 musicians who used to be the god of music, who really inspired the generations to look forward. And Ustad Amjad Ali Khan Sahab is one of them whom I used to worship, and he is here. In front of him, I was given this award. So, lots of pranams to my gurus, to my parents who have tried to give me the wisdom, the vidya, and I will try to keep my promise so that I would be able to serve through my music to the next generations and the purity of the classical music to the upcoming musicians who will be the real torchbearers of our great art and heritage and culture. I am really, really blessed. Once again, my pranams to Sadguruji and Ustadji and all the musicians. Thank you. Namaskar.
May we now invite Ustad Amjad Ali Khan Sahab to address us. Ustad Ji is one of the undisputed masters of the music world. In a distinguished career spanning more than 6 decades, he has won numerous accolades, including a Grammy nomination, the Crystal Award by the World Economic Forum, and the UNICEF's National Ambassadorship, amongst others. He has been a visiting professor at Stanford University and is also a distinguished member of the jury for the Sri Sathya Sai Award for Human Excellence. Ustad Amjad Ali Khan Sahab, please.
नमस्कार परम आदरणीय श्री मधुसूदन साई जी, all the honored musicians, artists, creative people on the dais, the Vice Chancellor Mr. Shrikant Murthy ji, honored guests and friends. Whenever my wife Subbalakshmi, she's here, whenever we come here, it's almost like homecoming, because our relationship goes back 50 years. In fact, Sai Baba suggested me to marry Subbalakshmi. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasme Shri Guruve Namah. So the meaning of Guru is much more understood and realized in our own country. And we all come here to take blessings of Swamiji. And I'm very fortunate that I was born in the family of musicians. My father, who was my guru, Ustad Hafiz Ali Khan Sahab, he often said that Swar hi Ishwar hai. He was not interested that I should go to school. He told me, एक जीवन में एक चीज़ को समझ लो, एक साधो सब सधे और सब साधे सब जाए. You understand the sound or you understand the language. You can't manage both. So Swar hi Ishwar hai, because music has connected the world. Music does not belong to any religion like flowers, air, water, fire, fragrance, colors. We all need this beautiful gift of God. And I'm so happy that musicians, artists like Aruna Sairam ji, Pandit Joshi Narayan ji has been given these blessings and awards. I'm so happy and proud of them. And I'm really a great admirer of Aruna Sairam ji. She's taken the music to the whole world, and we have great promise and we have great expectation from Pandit Joshi Narayan also. COVID has done so much damage to our life all over the world. But there are some positive messages, positive effects and results, that the schools were closed. So my grandchildren, they were sitting at home, and Ayan, my younger son, he has twin boys, he started teaching them music, and they are interested in music, and they came here to take blessings of Swamiji, and with your blessings, they gave their first concert on the 9th of September in Delhi. All four of us performed there. So it's a great honor and pleasure for my wife Subbalakshmi ji and me to be here in the midst of such learned people, knowledgeable people, and devoted people. You know, blessings is the only thing which can make us achieve our goal of life. Just sadhana doesn't do everything. With sadhana is important, but with the sadhana, you must respect your teachers, you must respect elders, you must respect your parents. And blessings, whether from the child or senior, we always come here to take blessings. It's a great honor. Thank you so much. Namaskar.
We take this opportunity to extend a token of gratitude to Ustad ji.
We also take this opportunity to extend our love and gratitude to Dr. Mysore Manjunath ji. He has been instrumental in coordinating, organizing, and bringing together various musicians and scholars who have been part of this Sammelan. He was always available with his guidance and inputs for the organizing team, and the university extends its heartfelt appreciation to Dr. Manjunath. On behalf of all of us, we pray to Sadguru to bless us with his valedictory message.
Long back I had heard somebody say कि संगीत ईश्वर का रूप है, हर स्वर में बसे हैं राम, रागी जो सुनाए रागिनी, रोगी को मिले आराम. For those who do not understand Hindi, such a beautiful couplet, it means that music is verily the form of the divine. And in every note, every sound, the Lord himself, the divine himself resides. And when a musician truly connects himself or herself with that divine and presents the music, even a sick person we are all sick in some way or the other. Bhavaroga is the biggest pandemic ever we've been suffering with. So anybody who listens to such divine music immediately receives relief in one's heart. So music is extremely powerful. And it is verily the form of God, as in the morning we saw, Nada Brahma, it was said, that through music, through this worship of sound, one can attain self-realization. And this land of Bharat has been singularly blessed with so many musicians who have walked this land, who have sung their hearts, who have played instruments and glorified that divine through music. And in the process, not only they have realized, but they have also helped so many more people connect with their own divinity. Narada Bhakti Sutra says, Sa tarati, sa lokan starayati. He also gets redeemed, and in the process he redeems the entire world as well. That is the beauty, that is the power of music. And on this valedictory function, as we honor two of our very dear and very great musicians, Aruna Sairam ji and Pandit Tejendra ji, we are actually honored in return as a university to convey. As a university, to convey our appreciation, our heartfelt gratitude for both of them who have done so much in their entire life and they are continuing to do for the sake of music. We also are very honored to have Amjad Ali Khan Sahab, one of the stalwarts, and Santur Maestro, Sarod Maestro, whom we have heard many times here along with his sons. And now we would hear him along with his grandsons too, very shortly, I believe so. I also take this opportunity to convey our respects to Swargiya Shri Shivkumar Sharma ji, who was a part of our jury, who was a part of this music tradition of our university, and he has attained the highest. And I have been talking to him, I was in touch with him, with his family. Till his last moments, he was always absorbed in the thought of Brahman. For those who do not know, he would wake up quite early in the morning and he will do sadhana, he will meditate. And he would have often asked, how else should I meditate? Is there a fault in my meditation? Please correct me, guide me. He was such a sincere sadhaka, not only of music, but even as a spiritual aspirant. And he said his way to reach divine was through his music. And this is what Baba told him, you do not have to do any other seva. You just play music and make people happy. That is my seva. And which Shivji did till the last moment. And at the very end also, he kept on thinking of the divine, kept on remembering that he and divine are not different, they are one and the same. And with this Advaitic thought, he finally merged with the divine. So we are very fortunate to have had him as a part of our university's academic board and also as a part of the member jury for the various awards that we have instituted. Tomorrow, on Baba's birthday, his very blessed and talented son Rahulji will be performing as a tribute to his father's devotion to Santur as well as to Sri Sathya Sai. Having said that, I must thank all the organizers who have taken much pain and effort to organize this conference. We are just coming out of the shadows of the COVID pandemic, still a long way to go. A lot of musicians have been affected by this unprecedented pandemic. But I'm so happy that we are able to somehow manage to have these kind of conferences. Even the last year was a wonderful conference. We had it for 2 days. This time, for the paucity of time, we had only for 1 day. But I will definitely grant you 3 days next year to compensate for a lost day this year. Because we want to hear more, we want to see more, we want to enjoy more. So Manjunath ji's responsibility only increases. I always say the reward for good work is more good work. So we have to keep doing. On the right shoulders, he says. Absolutely, absolutely. We totally trust him with this great work. And to all the musicians of the stage who have come and who are a part of this wonderful tradition, parampara of Sangeet, which is our country's, I would say the backbone of our country is this Sangeeta parampara. Even a mother puts a baby to sleep. Mother Lasa would sing, Shuddhosi, Buddhosi, Niranjanosi, Samsara Maya Parivarjitosi. Oh my dear little one, you are the purest, you are the ultimate form of bliss, Ananda Swarupa. You are all aware, you are consciousness itself. Go to sleep, my dear child. Why do you cry unnecessarily? These are the kinds of lullabies our mothers have sung to our children in this country. And no doubt we have had such great people, sages, saints, musicians, kings, leaders, servants in this society of India who have shown the path to the entire world. Sri Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Yadyada charati shreshtaha tattat deve tarojana sayat pramanam kurute lokas tadanu vartate. As the noble people set example for the rest of the world as they behave, so the ordinary people in the society also follow. And therefore it is so important to set the right kind of examples for the society, especially for those who are blessed by God in some way, through some talent like this, through some gift of music. It is such a responsibility to set the right example, to carry forward this parampara and to inspire the next generation. The music department was instituted only with this idea to make music accessible, affordable, enjoyable for everyone without any barriers whatsoever. The entire education is completely free. It's a residential education, and the entire education for all subjects is entirely free. This is to ensure that the poorest of the poor also is able to access, learn, and evolve in this process of music. I've heard the stories of struggle of great musicians of India. Even Pandit Shivji used to tell how difficult it was for him to come all the way from Kashmir to Bombay and then go through all the struggles that they had to go through with very meager means, of living. I've heard, I'm sure Khan Sahab has gone through his own set of struggles, and I'm sure his wife would agree with me. And this has been a struggle for musicians. In our country, in the last 100 years, musicians have struggled. It wasn't the case long ago when temples would patronize musicians and music, when kings would patronize musicians and all art forms. And India was so rich, so diverse in its culture and traditions. But unfortunately, over the last 100, 150 years, this has declined. But I'm seeing a new sun at the horizon. I'm seeing a future through the efforts of all of us who are promoting, who are trying everything in their might to ensure that Indian culture, art, traditions, and music especially is going to live and live forever beyond our lifetimes. To once again, I bow down to all those great musicians who have sacrificed everything for the sake of keeping up these traditions. They have housed their disciple in their own homes. They have fed them, clothed them when their children could not afford. And they have created maestros out of ordinary men and women. To all those great musicians we want to honor, and Sri Sathya Sai Sangeeta Shiromani Award is simply a symbol of our gratitude and the appreciation that we have for all those great music masters who have continued this tradition of music in our country. They have set the right example, they have given the right inspiration to the next generation. So today, though it's a valedictory function of this Bharath Sangeeta Sammelan, it is just another beginning. Music is never ending. Everything is music. The whole creation is music. And so let us continue this parampara of Bharath Sangeeta Sammelana with greater vigor, greater enthusiasm, and much more effort than what we have put in so far. And the next year would again see us all together. I'm sure we all will be here and many more people to join this stream of service through sadhana, through music. And as they say, Akashat patitam toyam yatha gacchati sagaram. The way every drop of rain reaches the ocean, so also all the music reaches the divine only at the end. It is only the divine who enjoys. Raso Vaisaha, says our Upanishads. He is the enjoyer, the rasa in everything of our lives. And music is the favorite rasa of the Lord. So he represents, he manifests, he embodies himself in every note of the music. With this word, and with great appreciation for all the people, the whole university's entire team, leadership, music department, staff, and students, the volunteers of the ashram who have made sure, I'm sure your stay and travel was comfortable, and it will definitely attract you to come back again to at least enjoy the hospitality. Atithi Devo Bhava is our motto. Whoever comes becomes ours, no more Atithi. Only first time you are Atithi, next time you are our own. So that is how our traditions are. So embracing all of you as our own world family, I conclude today's function and convey a lot of blessings, especially to Manjunath ji for having taken great efforts to organize this in such a short. Thank you very much. Samasta Loka, Sukhino Bhavantu.
Gratitude in our hearts. We will now conclude the valedictory session as well as Bharath Sangeeta Sammelan 2022. We will have a short break, after which we will have this evening's cultural program, a Veena recital by Srimati Nirmala Rajasekar ji. Sairam.
Sairam, we request everyone to kindly take their places as Sadguru will be arriving shortly. Sairam. As a conclusion to the Bharath Sangeeta Sammelan, we have a Veena recital by Vidushi Nirmala Rajasekar. As one of the premier Saraswati Veena players in the world today, she has performed in leading venues in India and around the world and has received the prestigious Kalaimamani Award from the government of Tamil Nadu. In addition to performing and composing, Nirmala ji is a leader in initiatives of research in music, social causes, and service. She serves as the Vice President of the Global Carnatic Musicians Association and as the chair of the Board of Directors of the American Composers Forum. She established the Nadarasa Center for Music, a non-profit organization that believes in building bridges through music. Accompanying her on the mridangam is Sri Tumkur Ravishankar, a top-grade artist of All India Radio and Doordarshan. At ease with both the fast and slow rhythms, he has masterly control over the instrument, which has earned him rich praise and many titles and awards to his credit. He is presently working for Akashvani Mysore as a top-grade mridangam artist. On the khanjira, we have Sri Guruprasanna, a much sought-after khanjira artist in India. He has been performing since the age of 10 and has received several prestigious awards such as Ustad Bismillah Khan Yuva Puraskar, presented by the Sangeet Natak Academy, and is the Asthana Vidwan of Sri Kanchi Kamakoti Peetam, Kanchipuram. On the Tanpura, we have Nikita and Ananya from our university's Bachelor's of Performing Arts program, presenting Vidushi Nirmala Rajasekar and group.
Our namaskarams at the lotus feet of Pujya Gurudev. This is the first time I have been privileged to be here amidst you. And definitely this is by divine design, to be playing in front of heroes that we grew up worshipping, gods of music. Very, very happy also for the first time to be playing along with Shri Tumkur Ravishankar ji, though we have played together before. We would like to open this segment with a composition in the ragam Kadana Kutuhalam, a raga that fills us with joy and happiness, by one of our most contemporary composers, if one can call a 20th century Carnatic composer contemporary, given that this is a 2,000-year-old art form at least, Shri Mysore Vasudevachar. My guru, Srimati Kalpakam Swaminathan, worked with him in Kalakshetra and received this varnam from him directly. Neeve Rakshakodanu, Kadana Kutuhalam, Aditalam. Just like our emotions are very, very high right now, I think the Veena's 7 strings are also feeling that. And they're climbing, going down, just like we are feeling on the stage here. I would like to present with Shri Ravishankar and Shri Guruprasanna now, the Raga Varali. A raga that was lovingly given to me by my Guru, Srimati Kalpakam Swaminathan. Though she told me this when she gave me this raga. She said in Tamil, and we just recently celebrated her 100th year that ended on August 15th. So she is now 101, running and strong, blessing us from above. She said to me, normally teachers don't teach Varali because they say the relationship with the student and the Guru doesn't go that well after this raga. But I'm going to teach it to you. I was barely 15 when she taught me Varali, or even younger, and I was with her for almost 30 years of my life. And she told me, see, it's not the Varali. I was so blessed. I was so blessed with the best of parents, with the best of gurus, and the best of community. Raga Varali. We will play a short Tanam in this ragam before we go to the Vainika Gayaka, the composer in whose Sishya Parampara I'm very fortunate to come from, Sri Muthuswami Dikshitar, and the composition Mamava Meenakshi. In the interest of time, we are condensing and we apologize for that. But we would like to give as close a picture as possible of the Tanam. Mamava Meenakshi, Mishra Chaputalam, in which the glory of the Ambal of Meenakshi, Madurai, is seen so beautifully. I will just sing a couple lines of this song and then play along. Mamava Meenakshi. The Shruti is a bit low for the voice, but Mamava Meenakshi Rajamadangi
Thank you.
to play two small pieces to end. One, the Purandarasa Devanama, Dasana Madikoyanna, in which he pleads to Venkata Ramana to accept the services as at least a dasa, in the ragam Nadanama Kriya. Most grateful. We are most grateful, Swamiji.
It was so reassuring that our Veena is in safe hands, and the culture of it was very reassuring for us, because this is the next generation, and the next generation it is flowing through. And I wished as she was expanding the raga, it was so beautiful, and you were almost losing yourself when she suddenly stopped. And I said, "Why did you stop?" And she said, "I was told 45 minutes strictly." Manjunath is the culprit. But it was wonderful, and I think she should come again another time just for the recital, not for any other program and such jam-packed schedule. But it was very beautiful. It was wonderful for her to have come here. It was very reassuring for us. And of course, all the accompanying artists, we are very thankful, and we wish you all come again and again and perform and inspire more and more people. Lot of blessings to all of you.
ओम जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी सत्य साई हरे भक्त जना संरक्षक भक्त जना संरक्षक पति महेश्वर ओम जय जगदीश हरे शशिवदना श्रीकरा सर्वा प्राणपते स्वामी सर्वा प्राणपते आश्रित कल्पलतिका आश्रित कल्पलतिका आपद्बांधव ओम जय जगदीश हरे माता पिता गुरुदैवमु मरियन्तयु नीवे स्वामी मरियन्तयु नीवे नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथा नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथा नागेन्द्राशयन ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओंकार रूप ओजस्वी साई महादेव सद्गुरु साई महादेवा मंगल हारति अंदुको मंगल हारति अंदुको मंतर गिरिधारी ओम जय जगदीश हरे नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ॐ जय सद्गुरुदेवा शांति 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 समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की जय जय बोलो सद्गुरु श्री मधुसूदन साई जी की जय
Sai Ram. On the occasion of the 97th birthday celebration of Bhagwan Shri Sathya Sai Baba, we will have the Shri Sathya Sai Award for Human Excellence program tomorrow morning. All are to be seated by 9:45 a.m. Thank you.